welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner. And today we're going to be going over 22 books that I would like to prioritize and read in 2022. Again, hello, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner. If this is the first time you are seeing my face, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy and it really helps my channel grow. So as you could tell by my thumbnail and my little introduction, today I'm going over 22 books that I would like to prioritize in 2022. So I had no intentions of filming right now, but my school that I work at had like no heat. So we got sent home early. So I kind of look a little rough, but we're just going to go with it today because I have a time to film and I'm going to take that. So last year too, I did this little challenge. I did 21 books in 2021. I did do a reaction video. I'll post it up there. I didn't do great. But this year I really wanted to prioritize these books. I have made a dedicated page in my bullet journal to really kind of hone in on these books to kind of remind myself that these are the ones I should be gravitating towards when I play TBR Jenga, which is the game that I play every month, to help guide pick my TBR. So these books are in no particular order. I must say there is quite a bit of fantasy on this list, some big chunky ones. And I kind of picked them all for different reasons. So I'm just going to show them to you, kind of go over why I want to read them. Some of them I don't know anything about. Some of them I do, but yeah. So let's get started. All right, the first book I want to read is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This is the sequel to King of Scars, I think it's called. Yeah, King of Scars. This is in the Grishaverse. If you have not yet seen my top books of 2021, Six of Crows and Cricket Kingdom are my favorite books. Some of my favorite books of all time. So I want to continue and finish off the Grishaverse. I didn't read this one in 2021 because I think I wanted to savor some of my last time being in the Grishaverse, and I've heard kind of mixed things about this one, but I am excited. This continues in following Nikolai, and that's all I can really say because obviously this one kind of is a lead up of things that happen in Shadow and Bone and a little bit of the Six of Crows duology. So yeah, I'm excited. A big chunky one, but I am ready to tackle this one. All right, the next one is a book that I've been wanting to read for quite some time, didn't get to it in 2021, and that's Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is a fantasy story that I feel like has such polarizing opinions on it. I know Amanda from Ginger Snap to Reads despises this book, and then I know some people this is their favorite book of absolute all time. I think I am gonna like it because I really like detailed kind of flowery writing when I'm reading, and I know that's how Laini Taylor writes, so I do think this would be a good fit for me. I don't literally know anything about it, just that there's someone named Laszlo Strange in it, and yeah, but again, it's a big one, and I absolutely love the cover of this one. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into Laini Taylor's writing. This will be my first Laini Taylor book. So yeah. All right, my next one is by an author that I really do like, and I'm excited to see where her new series is going. She has a sequel coming out, I think, in 2022, and that's Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. So this is she's the author that wrote the Red Queen series, which I know a lot of people don't love, but for me, it holds a very special place in my heart. I absolutely love that series. I feel like that's really what got me into reading fantasy. I literally absolutely adore it. But this is her new series. I don't know really anything about this one except that it is huge. But like I said, there is a sequel coming out fairly soon for this one, and so I would like to read this one again. I think I just didn't read it because it is such a chunky book. Like, it's over 500 pages. But yeah, I am excited to see if I like her other writing, and to see where this one goes. The next one is another fantasy. This is a fantasy romance, an indie published one, and this is The Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. This kind of gives me Cruel Prince vibes a little bit. We have I think she's human. She is like married off to a fae king, and yeah, that's all I know. I know it's a romance story. I've heard like kind of blah things about this one, that it's nothing amazing, but I am excited to see it for myself and what I think. And I know Elise Kova has released other work, so I'm interested to see if this is something that I am going to like and if I want to read more of her books. Number 5 is a thriller, switching up a little bit, and this is The Death of Miss Westaway by Ruth Ware. This is a thriller. I have read everything by Ruth Ware but this one. Her books are sometimes anywhere from a 3 to 5 stars. Really is quite a range. She is releasing a new book in 2022, so I want to be caught up with all of her backlist, and this is the last one that I need to read. And I don't know why I've been putting this off because I think I will like it. I know a lot of people absolutely enjoy and love this story, so I feel like I should too. I think it's about like a woman who gets like an inheritance. And yeah, that's about all I know, and it's a thriller, so something happens, but we shall see. All right, the next one is Kristin Hannah, and I'm super excited about this one, and this is The Nightingale. This is a historical fiction set around World War II. I think I will really enjoy this one. I really like World War II historical fiction. It's something that I've always liked reading since I've been young. Again, it is a chunker. Kristin Hannah wrote The Great Alone, which was one of my top books of 2021. So I am really excited to see what this one has in store for me. And yeah, I don't know too much about it, just that it takes place in World War II, but we shall see. All right, the next one is another indie published book, and this is a romance, a sapphic romance, and this is Tristix Venom by Penelope Douglas. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but these books are absolutely huge. This is a bully romance. That's all I know. And it's sapphic. What else do I need? A sapphic romance. And like I said, I heard this can be quite steamy, so I'm excited to dive into this one. All right, my next one is a book that I've been trying to read, and I'm just really struggling with it. And this is, you can see my bookmarks in here, Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So this is the third one in the From Blood and Ash, which I absolutely loved that book. Even the second one I thought was really good, but this one I'm struggling. I'm on page 62, and I've been on that page for months. But people say the ending is worth it if you can get to the ending. I need to read this one because I already have the prequel, which came out in 2021 as well as this one did. And then she has another one coming out in 2022. And I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up having more released in this year. This is a fantasy romance with werewolves and vampires, and I feel like everyone probably knows something about this book. This one's just lots and lots of info dumping and needed to be downsized a little bit from what I'm hearing from people that have already read this one, but I would like to get through this one so I can continue on with the series, but I need someone wants to buddy read with me with this and help me push through it, and I'll help you push through it. Let me know down in the comments below. All right, the next one is another fantasy by an author that I have talked quite a bit about on this channel, and it is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I love how that rhymes. So I read all of the ACOTAR series in beginning of 2021 in like a month, and then I read Crescent City last month, which the new one's coming out this year. Cannot wait. So now I need to tackle the Throne of Glass series, which is a huge series. So again, this is a fantasy story. I don't really know anything about it, to be honest. I just know that people either love this series or they hate it. I feel like there's never really a middle with the Throne of Glass series. So I did hear that the beginning is a little slow, but once you get into the other novels, it gets better. So I gotta remind myself as I'm reading this one. But I'm excited to see this work by Sarah J. Maas, and if I like it as well as her other work. All right, the next one I would like to get to is In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is another fantasy, and I know that this has, I believe it's Ace Rep in it. That is all I need to know. I know from Darian Reads is the one that got me wanting to read this book. Like I said, I don't remember what it's about. Why do I even do booktube if I can't even tell you guys what books are about? Like, I don't understand. But yeah, I want to read this. I think I'm going to really like it, and I have also another book by this author, so maybe I will read both of them. We'll see how it goes. All right, the next one is actually a book that someone recommended me in my video that I just released where booktubers recommend me some books for my 2022 TBR, and that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Now, this is another one that people either love or hate. I think it has to do a lot with the writing style, but I feel like the writing style that I've heard vibes well with how I like my reading. I think I've been putting this off, though, because I'm not a huge circus fan person. Like, same with, like, movies or TV shows. Like, it just doesn't do it for me. But I really want to give Erin Morgenstern a chance in their writing, and this book is, like, super floppy, which, I mean, I absolutely love. I got this from a gift, I believe it was from like a Christmas gift exchange that I did. So thank you. I'm really excited to read this one. All right, the next one is a total shift. I can't talk to you. And this is a nonfiction, and it's Know My Name by Chanel Miller. This is the story of Chanel Miller, who was sexually assaulted, and this is her telling her story. So I got this. I wanted this for such a long time, and I was able to get this at my local used bookstore, so I had to grab it as soon as I saw it, and I'm really excited. I know this is going to be a very, very hard-hitting, powerful novel, so I definitely have to be in the right mindset to read this book, but I'm really excited to read Chanel's story, and I've heard nothing but great things about it, but yeah, I'm ready to read this one. All right, the next one I would like to read is a YA, and this is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is, I think, like a mystery type book. I bought this one and then bought the Inheritance, the Hawthorne Legacy when they had like a sale. It was like buy one, get something free. I don't know. So I just went and bought both of them, which I don't know why I did, because this I have in paperback and the other one in hardcover, but you know, it is what it is. So I hope I really like this. I don't really know anything else about it, so we're gonna give it a try. I think the cover is really pretty, so we're gonna go with it. All right, the next one is TJ Klune, Under the Whispering Door. I loved The House on the Cerulean Sea. That was one of my top books of 2020. This is, I heard, more like somber, I think. It's about a guy, and it's like a reaper comes and he is not ready and abandoned life, and so he's given like 1 week to go. I feel like to like go and see things. I think it gives me a lot of like the Christmas Carol vibes. I saw someone talk about like in a review, but absolutely love the cover. I might be queer, I don't remember, but yeah, I'm excited to read another one of TJ Klune's books, and I hope it lives up to The House on the Cerulean Sea. All right, so my next one is The History of Wild Places by Shea Ernshaw. This is Shea Ernshaw's first step into the adult world. I think this is like speculative fiction. I read their YA and it was average for me. I loved the concept of the story, but I didn't feel like it was executed how I would have liked it to be. So I'm excited to see what their adult like writing style is like for adult books. I've heard pretty good things about this one so far. I don't know too much about it, but I know it's something to do with like a missing person. But yeah, I think it's gonna be super interesting. I like the inkblot like type cover. I think it's very ominous, which I feel like maybe that book was going to be about. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I think it'll be very good. All right, the next one is actually in my car, so I'll put a picture, and it's The Charm Offense, and I can't think of the author's name, but again, I'll put a picture here. This is a male romance. We have our bachelor on a show. He is going there to find the woman of his dreams, but he ends up falling for one of the producers. So I again have heard nothing but great things about this book, and I feel like I'm gonna definitely need a romance mixed in with all of these heavy, like thick fantasies that I've picked for this. I don't know why I did this to myself, but I guess we'll give it a try. All right, the next one is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is a sports romance. I have it somewhere in my haul pile. I got it for Christmas from Michelle Reads YA. So again, thank you. I will be doing a haul of all those books soon. I know people absolutely love this series, and I'm super excited to dive into some of Elle Kennedy's writing. I've been wanting to read their books for a long time. I know a lot of them are on Kindle Unlimited, but there's something about a hardcover book that I really, really enjoy, and I feel like I'm really going to like this series, so I wanted to start off having them. So yeah, this is another one that I would like to add to it. The next one is Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover. I got this from Christmas from a viewer. I don't know who you are. I just said from you're a bibliophile viewer or something like that. So thank you if that was you. I'm super excited to read this one. I know Lachlan loves this book, and she actually likes it more than It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I absolutely love the cover of this one, so I think I'm gonna like it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm okay with that. I kind of want to go in not knowing, so yeah. The next one is Wondersmith, and this is by Jessica Townsend. This is the sequel to, why am I drawing a blank what it's a sequel to? Here it is. I just found it. So this is a sequel to Nevermore. This is a middle grade story. This follows the trials of Morrigan Crow, who was destined to pretty much die at a young age, but then she was swept away and brought to this world, a magical place, where she had to compete in these different trials. And now we are going to be continuing to see what happens to Morrigan in this new world that she has been found in. The next one is another thriller, and this is The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Joy. Jewell. This is down in my basement. I had it down there when I was quarantined early this month for a couple days until I got my test results. But yes, Lisa Jewell is one of my favorite thriller authors. I had started this in 2021, but I really wasn't in the mindset for that when I was in my basement isolated. I wanted something a little bit more cheerful. So I would like to get to this one. It's pretty much about a girl or a woman whose daughter has gone missing and left her with her child. Also her boyfriend disappeared as well, but no one in the town seems to be interested or care that they're missing, and it's only like this mom trying to figure out what has happened to her child. And she knew that this was very strange because she never would have left her child behind. It's told from dual times, so we have present day, which is like, I think it's like 2017 that the book is written in, with the mom trying to the mom's point of view, trying to figure out what has like happened like a year after, or no, still from two different times, and the present time is like 2017, and it is following a couple who has just moved, or like a boyfriend and girlfriend who has moved to the same town where the girls disappeared and our boyfriend, and they're kind of hearing some of these weird things that have happened in there, and then we go back in flashbacks to when they disappeared and the mom trying to figure it out. And we also have some perspectives told from the girl herself who disappeared. So definitely a couple different timelines, but I really like in a thriller. I think it adds to hearing all these different sides and perspectives and trying to piece them together. So yeah, I'm super excited to continue reading this one, and I think I am going to really like it. My next one is The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. This is the only book that I actually do not own, but I really want to read it. It is like a polar fantasy story, and I've heard nothing but great things, and I don't remember which book box just came out with these beautiful exclusive editions. They're absolutely gorgeous, and it makes me want to read it even more. I believe it's based on like Russian folklore maybe, but yeah, I know it's a lot of people's favorite books of all time, so I really want to get to this one, and maybe I will read it for Polarathon that Jade from JD Ray Read hosts, so I think it would be a good one for that one. And the next one is 10 Truths and a Dare by Ashley Elston. This is like the follow-up novel to 10 Blind Dates. I read this one in December. It is a YA romance story, and I absolutely loved it. Like, I couldn't believe how much I loved a YA story. This is the follow-up following, I think it's her friend or her cousin. I don't remember exactly. I actually just bought this at the Barnes & Noble 50% off. I will put my vlog up in the comments or in the whatever, you know what I'm talking about, up above in the cards. And I think again, it's a light, fun YA contemporary, and I feel like sometimes I need that because I do read a lot of fantasy, and I need that to be broken up. So I really wanted to make it a priority to let myself have those times where I just kind of read a nice and easy read. All right, and my final book, number 22, that I want to read in 2022, talking about a tough topic to have to digest while I'm reading, and that is Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter. This book I really want to get to. It is some of people's favorite thrillers of all time, but it's very emotional. That's what I know. It's very gruesome, very graphic in many ways. But I think I gotta just find the right time and place for myself mentally for me to read it. But I really, 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 really want to get to it. And I really want to dive into Karin Slaughter because I do have quite a few Karin Slaughter books on my shelf. I just need to prioritize them. So I definitely am going to hopefully gravitate towards her books in general, but I definitely wanted to first start with Pretty Girls because I know people just absolutely adore it. So these are 22 books that I would like to prioritize and read in 2022. Let me know down in the comments below which books you are really excited about to read in 2022. Do you have a list like this as well? So if you want to take this crazy journey with me, please make sure you press the subscribe button. If you're my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the information is linked down below. So stay kind, loves, and I'll see you next time. Bye!